What does everyone think watching this right now? Because I am curious as to the temperature of the fan base on expecting Jose Berrios to return to what we saw when he originally joined the Blue Jays, where August and September, he literally put the 2021 Blue Jays on his back and was lights out. I don't know if that's the version of Jose Berrios we see, but I would be thrilled to see the 3.95 ERA, 190 innings pitched. I want to see those 5 starts where he got completely blown out, reduced. And I want to see those lights out starts where no one could hit him for 8 innings, maybe reduced. And if we can find like a happy medium for this man to be a solid number 4, we all know he has the stuff. He's got one of the nastiest curveballs in all of baseball. He's got a track record.
Here's what I would like to see, Scott. We we say it all the time, and this is not again something we invented, but the old adage when it comes to pitchers is every year as a starting pitcher, you have 5 outings where you can do no wrong. You're just your stuff is working, your breaking pitches are breaking, your heat is hot,
You're hitting your spots.
you're hitting your spots, all the cliches are working for you. And then you have 5 games where you could do no right, and it's just like I want to go crawl under a rock and I need this day to be over, but you still got to go out there and pitch your innings. And then
We need
your
those other 20
your
starts. Yes.
well, but then it's your career is the 20 starts in the middle and what you make of them, right? So what I
Yes.
would love to see is Fangraphs or Baseball Reference or whoever to come up with a sortable tab where the 5 best and the 5 worst outings on the year are eliminated and we're only looking at the 20 in the middle. And then let's see everybody's ERA. Let's see everybody's Ks per 9. Let's see everybody's whip. That's what I want to see. Give me that. Give me that a quick sortable where's this guy when he's just in those 20 starts in the middle? Cuz I think Jose Berrios would be a top 60 pitcher in baseball in those 20 starts in the middle. That might be too generous, but significantly better than
The numbers
how his
show.
numbers look. Like,
Mhm.
I don't know.
I don't disagree with you, man. And I truly do expect Jose Berrios to take a step forward. I think it's a bad bet betting against that. Again, and we've talked about this too. And again, we didn't invent this either. But when you've been in the league for 8 years, there is such a thing as flipping that baseball card over and looking at those numbers, and that's probably what the guy's going to give you. And yes, if you look at Jose Barrios's numbers over his career, this is, if not the worst season, I'd need to take another look. But if it's not the worst season he's ever had, it's a top 2 worst season. And I think he will find it. I don't know if he's going to be the stud maybe some of us projected him to be at the top of this rotation. But if he can be a solid number 3, 4, that is going to do wonders for this team. And he does have the stuff where there will be starts where he is unhittable, where he is completely dominant.
So, for the record, his rookie season, he pitched to an ERA of over 8
Okay.
um, in 14 games. So, 58 innings, ERA over 8. Other than that, if you take
This was
out
his worst
his
season.
rookie season as a 22-year-old in Minnesota, and you take out what we just watched in Toronto with an ERA of 5.23, every other season has been an ERA of 4 or less.
Mhm.
So
Do you expect him to return
2017,
to
look,
that?
it's 3.89, it's 3.84, it's 3.68, it's 4.00, it's 3.52. Do I
Do you
expect
expect that?
an ERA? Let's just set it at 4 as the over under. I would say I would bet the under next year. I would.
I would do the same.
I don't know. I'm not saying Cy Young votes, but
No,
if he's getting a 3.75 ERA for us next year and he's pitching
90
185
innings.
plus innings,
Yeah,
I'll take that for my number 4 all day long. All day long, I'm taking that. Yeah, bounce
I
back
agree
year for Jose
100% with you.
Berrios. Again, I'm the optimist. I mean, you are too, but I mean, uh, I'm also optimistic that Yusei Kikuchi is going to have a decent season next year. Like,
That's a very
I think he might legitimately be a number 5 for us next year,
mhm.
you know? He looked good-ish out of the bullpen to end the season. I Very small sample size, but he pitched very well out of the bullpen in September for the Blue Jays. I'm going to just hope that he's putting in the work in the off season, that he's taking September as some positivity to build on,
Mhm.
and that there's no pressure on him as a number 5 guy, and he can just go out there and pitch us to a nice low fours ERA.
Couldn't agree more, man. If you say Kikuchi can be our number 5 starter and pitch to a 4.25 ERA, a 4.5 even,
Sure.
this rotation's in pretty darn good shape. That being said, as long as there is another pitcher inserted
Yes,
into
as
this
long as there is
rotation,
a
and
proper number
obviously there's
3.
going to
Yes.
yes.
Okay.
So, hello, walk-off community. We have a big guest appearing on Wednesday. Of course, we are in the middle of the baseball meetings, and news is going to be breaking. Stuff is going to be happening, and we're so thrilled to have back on the show from Blue Jays Central and Sportsnet, former Expos catcher Joe Siddle. So feel free to drop any questions you may have for Joe in the comments below, or you can join the Discord show in the or link in the show notes and get your questions in there. Joe Siddle this Wednesday. Subscribe and like, everybody. Thanks for following along. Cheers.